If you engage people, again, as we were saying, no, that was a private conversation. As I was stressing in a private conversation, should be gradual. Should be the experience should be pleasant. I also said yesterday, no? Oh yeah, I said yesterday. Yeah. So you see, these two ladies. I don't know. I think this is England, and okay. No, they have the books. They have some sweets. Buy two cupcakes. Buy two cupcakes for £1. Bhagavad Gita free. Not bad. What's that? Same thing. Okay. So, they sit there in the place, I don't know which city, but they have the Bhagavad Gita, they sell some sweets, here they have the thing for the money, they have Gornitai. People stop by, what is this? Oh, one sweet, thank you. Oh, Bhagavad Gita, what is it? And they preach. Okay? So, engage them is very good. Other services, focus the mind on the service. Engage in devotional service according to your propensity in the direction of my appointed authorities. Always pray to Krishna so that he may keep you engaged in his transcendental service. Avoid the service of Maya like poison. So engage in them. Association programs. Underline the importance of sadhu sangha in different forms. If you keep yourself associated with the devotees, then the shraddha will be increased. If you simply believe, yes, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but you do not live with the sadhus or devotee, then it will drop. It will finish. Notes and questions to report noteworthy news and to encourage asking questions. Srila Prabhupada said, you should be inquisitive for better understanding. Okay, any question on the sadhana chart?
How many points were there total? I got this 6 here. Total, how many were there?
Let me see if I have a copy for you, okay?
Show that slide.
I can show the slide and I can see if I have a copy to make. But again, you can add things, you can. Let me see if I have a copy for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. I have 4 copies. How many of you want a copy? Okay. Can we make some more copies, Prabhu? Can we? So distribute. I have 5. So who's going to make copies? Vamana Prabhu. So give 4 out and 1 to Vamana Prabhu for copies. Those who are more eager. There's some eagerness there. Anyway, we'll make more. Yeah, there are 7 centers. Anyway, we'll make more copies, okay? Vanade Prabhu, you can make some more copies. 10, 15, like that. And again, it's customizable. You put everything, whatever. Each one. How many of you are using this system? The individual mentorship and supervision, each one. How many of you are using already this? Well, this is more, see, this is not the counselor system, it's more like basically following people, like almost like one person follows another person, or 2 persons. There is section in the manual, Bhakti-Viksha manual, but again, it's not necessarily a Bhakti-Viksha principle, it's just a principle of individual mentorship and supervision. In your homework, probably unknown to you, there is an article called Each One Teach One. I don't know if you noticed that. You read it, but you noticed the title, which is already a major accomplishment. But you might want to even consider reading that article. It's a 3-page article, and it tells you more about that. But basically, ideally, each new devotee should be regularly supervised by a personal guide, someone who must walk a few steps ahead in the spiritual journey. Okay, now this is one for brahmacharis. If people fill up sadhana charts, it's good to have someone read those charts, checking on their japa and on their reading. So in other words, say you want to use the sadhana chart. In some case, maybe, say, this is just a scenario, okay? You have, you get to know somebody through the Damodar program, or maybe somebody who comes to the temple. Then you say, you propose, okay, Shraddha Kutir. And the person agrees, okay, now it's a Shraddha Kutir. Then you may say, look, you're a spiritualized home, can we help you follow up? Maybe, okay, do the sadhana chart. And, okay, how many rounds you like to chant? Oh, chanting 2, okay. So we know that you're chanting 2, so we'll check. We check in the sense we want to hear from you about your experience, and maybe some days you chant more. Fine. And then, this is just one scenario, and then you say, okay, maybe, see, we have this other family near you, maybe they can interact with you. You know, they're already 1 year, 2 years in Krishna consciousness, or maybe 6 months, but you know, they're already reading. Maybe they can check with you, you can study together, read with them. They can check your chart, maybe they like. Okay, and then you establish this each one teach one. And then, like Srila Prabhupada said about education. This was a room conversation in France. That is the way of Indian teaching. That there is one teacher, and now he's managing hundreds. That means there are groups. One who is elderly student is taking some beginners, right? A or A, like this. That he can teach. So here the principle is, of course, you can have another reference on groups, but this is also the principle that it's one student, may not be perfect, may not study everything, he's not a professor, but still he can teach what he knows or help other students. What he has learned, he can teach. So in this way, one teacher can manage hundreds of students of different categories. This is organization, not that everything I have to do. I cannot teach anybody to do it. That is not intelligence. Intelligence is that employ others to help you. That is intelligence. Not that, oh, I was busy, I could not do it. Why? What about your assistant? Train assistants so that in your absence things can be done. Everyone should be teacher and student. So, again, that's another aspect of empowering. Of course, empowering should not just be abdicating. It should not just say, okay, you do this and then you forget about this. But it's empowering. Somebody is advancing, and you give us a responsibility to follow up with somebody who came later. I hope you'll read those 3 pages article, Each One Teach One. That's a lady from Russia, Dakshayani Devidasi, who actually worked on it, and she had very good results. And she even came to the point of writing that these people, when they start doing this personal study one by one every week, then what happened? They themselves say, why don't we form groups? So this can be developed in a group. Or can be people who then later join groups and they already have a habit of reading and a habit of being mentored. So that's still the Prabhupada. No, this is quotes Prabhupada, but it's not all Prabhupada. So everyone should be teacher and student. Even a new devotee who, for instance, just completed a book for the first time can check on a newer devotee reading that same book. This system gives a chance to the devotees to repeat what they know, deepening remembrance and understanding. It's flexible in terms of meeting time, method, and place. This system ensures that new devotees are not neglected, that there is an emphasis on reading and on discussing the contents of the book, personal care and monitoring. Okay. Any question on each one to each one? This probably will be the last thing we discussed before lunch. Yes, Prabhu. Okay, can we have a mic? Oh, you also wanted to speak?
No, I just want to know 3-page article you said where it is.
It's in the emails that were circulated, including the homework.
Oh. Okay.
Hare Krishna. I have a sample here. If you want to make copy, you can make photocopies. If you're really eager to read those 3 pages.
Here, a new devotee, suppose he has read a book, then he goes and another person who is just starting, he reads with him, each one. So in that I had a question, because when people are introduced newly, they have a lot of hodgepodge ideas, they have heard from here, there, some parampara, apasampradaya, mayava, demigods. So when they are going and they are sharing, they don't just share what Prabhupada has told, they share all those things. So when it may be a risk that the new person who is coming up, he may also agree to that, oh yes, this, and instead of turning up to a devotee, he may go off track also.
Yeah, you should definitely see that some people are not fit for that. In fact, that article even gives an example of somebody who is not fit. So those who are not fit, they have this overproduction of ideas or philosophies. Obviously they're not fit for that. Like excessive bata characters, you know. See, the idea basically, how it looks like, is that where are the pens?
The church.
How to stop this? Say you have here the devotee. Now here, this is maybe a solid devotee, okay? You trust him. And if you have a group, even within the group you can have these relations. But basically he will supervise someone else. So, say he is reading already some books, you know, this person came after, so you tell him, okay, read the Nectar of Instruction. Okay. So they have, it's flexible, the system is flexible because you can say, see, if he's a good reader, he may read like 20 pages a week. If he's a simple person, you may say, okay, 7 pages a week, 1 page a day, something like that. So then he meets him, and he can meet him anytime, really. Could be even at his home, or his home, in the park. It could be even sometime in a what do you call, canteen. Maybe they work in the same place, or space in the library, whatever. So they sit down after an hour, and he will say, okay, what did you read? Did you make some notes? Oh yes, okay. Vachuvegam, Manasakroda Vegam, and these are the 6 urges to be controlled, and so a guru who controls this, he can make disciples, okay? So then, okay, so he knows the thing. Do you have any question? And so they discuss what they read the week. And basically that's it, okay? So then say this, after 2 months he's fresh with the nectar of devotion, nectar of instruction, you know that he's not a strange person or doesn't have strange philosophy, then he can say the same with another person. Like that. So that's a basic idea. How to give personal care, and they can also talk. Okay, how is your rounds? You're chanting 4 rounds. How are your rounds? Okay, show me the sadhana chart. Sadhana chart, like that. Can be, you know, half an hour, 1 hour meeting, touch base. So he knows that the book, whatever he's reading, he will have to also talk a little bit. He will ask maybe some questions. Ideally, you can even develop a little curriculum. We may have standard questions. No, you can ask. Okay, what are the 6 urges? And he says, okay, Okay.